let's talk on the topic of specials.
Yeah.
I think that what's going on with specials today is a fucking horror show.
Yeah.
And when people come to me and they say that they spent between $150 and $2,000 of their hard-earned dollars on a special, I feel like fucking shooting myself.
It doesn't make any sense.
I've been here for 20 years. Nobody, listen to me.
Bro.
Nobody sells anything. You could shoot your pilot. You could shoot your movie. It's cute. There's hope.
Yeah.
But you're not going to. Because, listen, if I known at least.
If they want to buy it, they would have.
They would have. If they're going to buy it, they would have bought it before you shot it.
Simple as that.
If you got a show that you shoot in reality, and it's better than Seinfeld, and you shoot it, they're not going to buy it because they didn't shoot it.
They don't buy it based on how good you are. That's the thing that these people don't understand.
They don't understand.
It has nothing to do with how good you are.
That shit.
I've been the same good as I was before I was doing well, and as I am now. I mean, obviously, I've gotten better at stand-up because you progress in this art form, but like, I was good back then. I was worthy of having a special. Nobody gave a fuck. You know, now wherever I go, there's, you know, agents from different agencies popping up to the clubs, and everybody wants to have a conversation, that kind of stuff.
And now you tell them go suck my dick.
No, because you got to let people convert. That's what I realized.
No, I understand that, but now you see the change. Listen,
and I don't blame them.
There's a big change.
Yeah.
You could be the funniest guy in the world.
It's a
but
game,
if you're not
dog.
selling a ticket,
it's a game.
They're not going to talk
Boom.
to you.
It's simple as that.
And I didn't know that either. When I got here in 98, I'm like, no, I'm killing up at the store.
Because we think it's about killing. It ain't about killing.
It's not about killing.
That killing shit is for you and me.
It's not about killing.
It's not for them.
That's a personal thing that you want to do on your own.
That's it.
I want to go give them everything the fuck I got. But there's people I see on TV. I was watching some Disney Channel with my daughter. And I had to go to the ice house that night. And it was some fucking challenge of the network kids or something. And one of the hosts was an ex-comic that I knew from years ago. And I watched that show and I felt so bad for him. Like, he's like, isn't that great? Yeah. That's what I want to do, be at Universal with some fucking mook next to me, being an announcer at the Special Olympics for kids. I'd rather be at the Funny Bone in Columbus fucking slinging dick up on stage, rocking it, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
But it's so weird how I was never an industry favorite.
Yeah.
When I did my CISO special, I was a little happy, but not really.
Yeah.
When I did the Netflix special, till this day, I'm disappointed.
Why?
Because I wanted to be you.
Okay.
I did not want to cross that line. If you didn't want me, like right now, I could go to Netflix tomorrow and say, hey, I'm going to do a special in Cuban. And they'll give me a special.
Right.
They'll give me an hour taped in Miami. I can do that, but I won't.
Why not?
Why would I? I got to play to your fucking boat?
No.
Come see me in the fucking main room on a Tuesday night and tell me I don't deserve an hour special. So I don't argue on that. In my world, I don't give a fuck about that. But you're a special guy, Andrew. Right now, you're a very special guy. And you're special for comedy. Because you're letting people know what I tried to let people know years ago. That you don't need anybody in comedy. Okay?
You do not.
You don't need a network, and especially in today's climate with YouTube and social media and whatever. I'm not saying that you're going to be, listen, if you want to do comedy for a year and put your videos up and get them to book you as a headliner, and then fucking Steve Simone goes in there in front of you and levels the stage in front of you, and you don't get ever booked again, and then you can't go nowhere. Go ahead, but I'm saying when people start to tell you you're really making a difference, and you go on a time schedule. Every day, every second Monday, I'm going to put 15 minutes up. That means if you're going to put 15 minutes
you
up,
got to fucking be ready.
Every new Monday, every one Monday a month, you got to work. That takes work. 15 minutes takes work. If you commit to yourself to put a 15-minute special up every 3 months, that's an hour a year.
Bro, it's a lot. After
8 of them, people are going to start paying attention to you.
I cannot stress more what you just said. I think the illusion is that if you just put some clips up, that it works. I mean, to put shit in perspective, like in the last 7 months, I've released 4 hours worth of stand-up.
I watched crowd work, and it was great.
Thank you, man.
It
I
was
appreciate
great
it.
the way you shot it. Now, what does something like that cost you to shoot?
I mean, that's nothing. That's like I have my video guy, Alex Media. Shouts to Alex Media. And he's my full-time video guy. And I got another comic that's on the road with me, Mark Gagnon, that also does video and editing stuff. And we basically have this team as the three of us, and we brought 5 cameras down there, and we're just like, yo, let's just shoot it and see what the fuck we get. And that's how I think comedy should be done. Like, I don't think you should put all this pressure to like doing this thing at one time, getting that one thing
I don't
right.
want that either.
Fuck that. Like, film a bunch and use what's fucking good. It's like I want my most natural moment. Like for you, if I'm capturing a special with you, I don't even want you to know I'm filming. Like the way I would shoot
I don't want you to know.
I know. I'd hide the cameras for a whole fucking weekend.
I don't want you to know.
And then I'd go to you at the end of the week and I'd be like, yo, Joey, by the way, remember that set that you did in the main room? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you fucking demolished. So we got that all on video. You want us to release that as your special? And you watch it and you're like, holy shit, this is raw. This is natural. It's not you looking at the camera to make sure. I never tell the audience that I'm filming because I don't want to put that in their fucking head. I want a real organic moment between comic and audience. And I think that's a lot of times the difference between the clips. Like that we put out and that kind of stuff. Like I'm not putting out only jokes. I put out some crowd work stuff. Obviously I put out the crowd work special, but like I'm just kind of trying to capture these raw organic moments that we have, and we put out a fucking lot of it. But that's what I need to do to compete with a $1 billion company. I'm basically out here just going like, yo, we should be able to have a lane for us. So if you're a comic and you want to put the work in, please do whatever I did. It's a blueprint for you. If there's one thing comedy's been great for me. There's one thing I can give back to comedy. Hopefully it's a little bit of freedom for comics to, who might not have had an opportunity to make one for themselves.
But what comics don't understand, what people don't understand in life is, whether you're a realtor, a comedian, is you make your own path.
100%.
You want to believe, like I love these guys that go, hey, I'm starting a new podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting with blah, blah, blah. And they're going to fucking push it for me.
Nobody's going to push this shit.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I could just see another doomsday coming.
That's
This
it.
is another doomer who believe that somebody's going to push him. You believe that this network, who can't even push their own TV shows, are going to learn how to push a fucking podcast. And then when nothing happens, they're like, I don't know what happened, because where the fuck were you? Dude. I've been doing the same thing for the last 10 years. I get up at 6 and I hit social media early. Did I invent that? No. A guy by the name of Howard Stern invented it. I just copied it.
There you go.
And that's all we're doing, is watching what works for certain people and putting it together.
Yeah.
I don't have, millions. So all these guys, they shoot their $200,000, $300,000 special. If you get to a place to shoot a special and they got a camera, boom, I don't want to do it. You just took the organicness out of the fucking room.
Dude, think about this. Have you ever seen a nice, beautiful shot in a special and that shot made you laugh?
No.
What the fuck is the point of the special? What have you ever? You sit at a comedy club, right? Not every seat is good. There's a fucking beam blocking half of the stage. Who gives a fuck? This idea that a comedy special got to look like the VMAs, it don't.
Thank God.
It has to look like a comedy club. You got to feel like you're in the fucking club. It's got to sound like it. Like people try to make the audio of the mic sound so good, and it's like the audio should sound good. You should hear what the person's saying, but you also got to feel the crowd. All these specials out there sound like the comics bombing. It's like the crowd plays part of it. Make the person at home feel like they're in that fucking crowd.
You know why I love the concept of the podcast so much?
Why is that?
Because I wanted to make people start listening again.
Yeah.
I think we forgot how to listen. I see it in humans.
Yeah.
We don't listen. Every day, you could tell somebody something 10 times.
Yeah.
And they'll come back to you. Well, what the fuck we just saying here?
Yeah.
We don't listen.
Yeah.
We don't pay attention. That's why I love the podcast, because it's unedited and raw.
Yeah.
I could say the one, Lee knows. You come on this fucking podcast and you say something. You call me an hour later and say to take it out. I'll tell you what you want to hear.
It ain't happening.
But it ain't happening.
Yeah.
It ain't happening. This is what a podcast is. We're not radio.
Yeah.
I'm not answering. I don't want to do nothing.
Yeah.
It's us having a fucking conversation.
Yeah.
When I grew up, I grew up where you put in, was it Something I Said, or is the niggas crazy? The album would be a little warped, and you would listen to it, and Richard Pryor's jokes would be a little off. You still left, and you still had a good time. And then, in 1970-something, Richard Pryor put out a special with a fucking chalkboard behind them with a menu that had the dailies, a hamburger, 10 cents, a French fry. And I thought it was the most brilliant thing I'd ever saw in stand-up. One of the first tapes I got into it, I evolved into, after I started stand-up and started watching it, was that Richard Pryor special.
Yeah.
And what gravitated me to it was the fact that he was in front of us a menu.
Yeah.
They didn't have a fucking curtain or a brick wall with shiny lights. He just showed up to a place, and they just taped him. And it became a fucking special.
Yeah.
You know, when these agents and managers say, well, I've had 20 managers tell me, well, look at Felipe's special. It wasn't shot right. What are you talking about? It ended up in HBO. Shut the fuck up. Well, look at that special. It wasn't shot right. It ended up on this fucking thing.
Just have a good idea.
Shut the fuck up. And if Netflix don't want you, listen, who gives a fuck?
You're going to be all right.
You're going to be all right. If fucking, what's the other one that's doing it now?
Amazon.
Amazon don't want you. You're going to be all right. If Comedy Central don't want you, you're going to be all right. Why? Because you got a notebook, you got a stage, you got a camera, and you got YouTube.
Yeah. You got YouTube, you got Instagram, you got Twitter. I mean, if we're comics, we should be trying to make money on the road. That's the way I look at it. Like, I've never made money from a special, so now I have the most leverage going into any negotiation because you can't take anything away from me, right? It's not like I'm one of these guys that I need to put a special out every year because my mortgage is paid by the special. It's not. My mortgage is paid by the road. So when I go into negotiation, someone's like, well, we'll give you $25,000 for you to do this on Netflix. I'll be like, well, I think I'm worth more than that, and this is the number I think I'm worth, and then nothing is going to be lower than that because I'm fine without it.
Did you get approached with the generous?
Yeah.
What did they ask you?
Yeah.
And you turned them down?
Yeah.
Good.
But not that I was against it, because my theory is I don't have anything against Netflix. Like, I post my stuff on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube. Like, I'm not against posting on Netflix either. My whole theory with it was if I do it, people will go see it on Netflix, and then they'll look for more of my shit on Netflix, and there won't be any more. And then they're going to go, okay, well, where else can we see them? And they'll YouTube me. And then I just converted all those people to my YouTube subscribers, and that's way more power for me. So I wasn't against it, but I got another offer that came in that was significantly higher. So I was like, okay, that's closer to what I'd be interested in.